they cost about $33 plus whatever the bulb is, the cost, every time it breaks. We have found from Home Depot a light that once you buy about 10 or more, you can get them for $16 or less than $20 a piece, which we started phasing out the old lights and putting the new ones in. They look with better illumination. They're not I wouldn't say they're the prettiest thing in the market, but when you compare the illumination that you're getting, and the consumption, because the old lights that we have, they consume 8 watts. These new lights only consume 12. The other square ones, they're about $70 a piece. They have a lot of illumination, but they consume 54 watts. So if we would be replacing all of them with it, our energy bill would go high, right? Because we have over 200 lights in the entire hallways, the entire building, just for those little rectangular lights. So little by little, they'll continue to be changed as they being phased out, and as our budget allows us to buy them, right? So that's what I wanted to bring up on that, on the hallways. And the guidelines were done.
Yep, that's it.
All right, that's it.
And one question. This lovely lady here on the left, I'm sorry, I don't know your name. Susan, you had said that as condo, excuse me, one person should talk, excuse me, one person should talk at a time. Sorry. This lovely lady, Susan, said that as a condo owner, that I don't own my parking lot. But
You don't own your parking space. You're assigned a parking space if you have a car.
Yes.
But truthfully, if you don't have a car, we don't have to assign that space for that particular unit.
okay, that's not what my contract.
You should look at the bylaws. If you look at our condo papers, you'll see that those spaces are designated. We don't really have to, we don't have to allow people to rent them. Because really the
My contract with the condo, when it was bought, says that I own a space.
doesn't say you own it.
No, the association is in charge of the entire parking lot.
Yes.
Right.
No, I know they're in charge.
And you don't own the space. The space can be assigned by the board.
Right.
I have a question. If you don't have a parking space, but you have guests coming and you want them to park in your space, why take it away from somebody who doesn't have a car? So that they can have their guests park there?
Well, that's a different story. Those are different things. You're talking about when towing vehicles come and tow
Yeah.
cars.
No, I'm saying that I have a parking space here.
You can put a paper in your dashboard.
I'm sorry?
You can put a paper in the dashboard.
Yeah, but I would like to
If
keep
you don't
my...
have a vehicle, if you don't have a vehicle and somebody comes to your house. Yeah, give me 1 second now. And you put a paper, a note or something that it's visiting you.
That's not how the towing works.
When the towing company comes back in, then we will have to find out what will be the process.
Right.
But in the meantime, since we're not done with the parking lot.
We haven't established.
Exactly
Yeah.
what that would be.
But you should know that if you look at your condo papers, if you look at the condo papers, you'll see that you don't own parking spaces. The parking lot is ours. It belongs to the association. If you don't have a car, there's no point in having an assigned parking space.
That's your opinion.
Well, there may be a point.
That's your opinion.
Yes, I think that's an opinion.
I think before you get any more on that subject, you might want to talk to whoever the lawyer is, so you don't get bad information. Once we purchase our unit, in our contract, it says we have 1 parking space.
My contract says that.
You have the abilities to move parking spaces. You do not have the authority to take away a parking space.
Yes, that's what my contract says.
not your business.
That's
That is not your business.
No,
That's not your concern.
the bylaw says that, you know, and how it's just saying it as well. That, every unit owner is entitled to one parking space.
Yes,
Right, but is entitled to, but it does not own the parking space.
but they're entitled that it's theirs to use. I'm not saying that I own it.
Jason,
All right,
what is your name?
I'm going
Robert.
to the meeting.
Robin, that's not what I said. Tomorrow, I
Yeah.
will give you the
All right.
information, send you the correct information. She's inventing that now, but I will tell you the correct information.
Okay.
I am a former president of the association. I am exactly what
Okay.
she's inventing. That's it. Tomorrow, tell you.
All right,
Yeah, and you,
I think you better look at your association papers.
yeah, Granny, I don't respect you, so let's try to be professional, you know, I can be the respect what I want. And just tomorrow, I will send you a letter because she's just creating a reality, like Kevin said. Anyway, we have to be friendly with the parking because we have a shortage of parking in general. We can have party, we can entertain, the parking is very restricted for the reality in 2025. So we have to be a little flexible and not friendly, like we remember that you will have another 5 months there, then
all
another
right,
person will
I'm
come.
going to attend the
Remember, they
meeting.
didn't let me talk,
Okay.
they didn't let me ask a
We
question.
all have reserved parking spaces.
With the elevators, I understand what you're saying about the fire alarm,
All right, take care.
but does that mean that the elevator that is not working, essentially, will be fixed until the fire alarm gets?
No. What's gonna happen is, the problem with the elevators that we have right now, they're Montgomery. When you have a brand name elevator, it's proprietary parts, right? These elevators are so old that you
Yes.
cannot get the parts.
Right.
What happened with that elevator was the board. The board fried up, burned out.
Ay, ay, ay.
To get that board, it's been a hassle, right? So the best option right now is, I wanted to have this meeting, I will proceed to sign the contract.
Let her meet.
To get everything, and the first elevator that should get brought up is that one on the west side.
Did we need election, do we need a vote for that because the amount that it is?
For this,
For the
The
fair?
one we told you. We
Yeah.
had that, it's 300 and.
no, he's asking if the community is gonna vote for the cost.
300.
Unfortunately, no. It's like when you guys painted the building.
It's,
right?
wait a minute.
It's due.
It's a one-to-one swap, it's a
It's
service.
319 for the elevators, an additional 267 for the
Fire alarm.
fire alarm system. And that includes